Chick-fil-A puts their chicken in
And they use the tears of gays.
the ones that they reform at their camps over the summer.
They're like, you want to be a Chick-fil-A employee? Welcome back, guys, to Give Her the Fucking Corn. Today, we're having some drinks. It's only water. If you want to stop by and drink with us, we would love that. Today we have some topics, and this is Spencer.
Hello.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. I'm Josh. Welcome to Give It a Corn.
Welcome to episode 3.
3, baby.
Episode 3.
All right, dude. So what I wanted to talk about just for the beginning part of this, and I sent you the TikTok, and after I explain this, I want you to watch it after. I sent you one that's like not as, it's bad, but it's not as bad. So now TikTok has, you don't have TikTok, right?
It's not as bad.
Dude, do you have TikTok or
no? I still don't.
No, yeah, okay. Then don't do it. It's fucking. So they have a thing on TikTok now. You can post panels and they're just pictures. So like you scroll to TikTok and it have like the lines in the bottom, and then you just scroll through. Okay, and a song plays behind it. And so that song, it's like so like you can like go to the sound and like hear this. No copyright. And so it's a panel thing. And like I said, and I'll put this in the screen, just the beginning part, because I'm not going to show the ending because it's fucked up. So it's just panels. Okay. And what they do and what they do in the panels is they say, hey, Ed, like this one says, hey, Ed, look under there. And he goes underwear. And then it says, haha, I made you say underwear. And then the next panel is someone dead.
I was gonna say that
actual. Yeah, this is the Holocaust. I'm not.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like that looked like Holocaust photos.
I'm just saying because this one was the in the Holocaust Museum in I don't remember where the hell it is. But remember, there's a Holocaust Museum over in, I'm gonna say Germany, but
there's quite a few over in Europe.
Yeah, in Europe, and they have like human skin lampshades and stuff.
No, I didn't know that. I thought it was like some Texas chainsaw shit.
No, they're over there. My mom's been to the Holocaust Museum. They have them there.
It's a little disturbing. That's actually really gross.
Yeah, no. So that one, if you want, that's why I sent it to you. If you want to watch it and we can see your reaction to that, we can.
Oh no, dude, I don't. I saw a video the other day of a guy who dug up his great grandmother's casket and opened it and recorded what was in it. And like I saw like the first frame, I was like, no, I was like, I can't watch this.
What's this? How long was she dead?
Like 90 years.
What did he? I'm curious, bro.
It was like, to me, it was like really like weird. I was like, I do not want to look at
like
this
anything.
Right now.
It wasn't just like spooky, scary skeletons, or was it like?
It was what you would probably imagine a 90-year-old corpse would look like.
See, I can't.
That's been like embalmed or embalmed.
No, not embalmed. That would be burning, right?
I don't know, embalmed or whatever it is. False embalmings. I think it's embalming. Yeah.
But no, so these slides, you can watch them, and what they pretty much do is they show. It'll be like a person, and like some of them I don't know, like just like apparently they're like big murder cases like back when the internet like legitimately had no fucking protection on it whatsoever, and you could watch like the Pain Olympics and fucking kids, 3 guys, 1 hammer, and 2 kids, 1 sandbox, and all that shit. Like
that's what I was thinking. Instead of putting Spyro on, I was like, maybe I should put Meat Spin on the background and see how many spins we get through until the end of the podcast and see what happens and just blur it out in post.
I remember when everyone was like talking about all that shit, and I remember like seeing most of it, and then I remember they were like, yo, we like watch Meat Spin, it's so fucked up, and it was the only one that kid had seen. I watched it and I was like it's just a dick spinning in a circle and he's getting fucked in the ass, right?
Yeah, it's something like that. It's just...
Yeah, dude. And it's like, yeah, dude, Lemon Party would be something.
Lemon Party.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember Lemon Party. I remember
any of what we're saying, look up. If you
God,
haven't seen
it just reminds me of being in high school and then people being on like gore.com.
Yeah, see, I never went
Or
on that shit.
People
but
did
I did see them.
Yeah, we had guys like in my high school that would like, you'd be at, like the lunch table and they'd be like, check this out, and it would be like a handsaw decapitation, and they said they'd be like,
Yeah,
look
dude.
at
Like,
that guy get his head cut off with a saw, and it's like, I'm trying to eat my Bosco sticks, please. Please.
Bosco sticks.
I'm trying to enjoy this right now. And
nah, dude. Yeah, dude. So, but these TikToks, and so this is what I'm weirded out about is that page, and soon enough, I will have the technology to get my phone onto my camera, and I actually think I do. I just haven't done it yet. But like if you go onto the page, dude, they're just videos of that. So it's like spell iCup, and it's like ICUP. It's like, I gotcha. And then the next slide is like that person dead. So like,
Jesus,
dude, I saw someone, and the thing. So what's crazy to me is that they're up. Like they're still up, and there's accounts with now like 100 videos. It's a trend that happened like 2 days ago, and they have these videos where they're just pictures and you slide. So I'm like wondering how the algorithm, because like for me, I posted a TikTok of a kid that had vomited and he fell asleep on the toilet rim, and his mouth was like on the toilet.
yeah.
Rim. And I got banned for life from TikTok.
Wait, you lost your TikTok account?
Yeah, no, I made that the one. So I have a TikTok that has 4.4 million views. So like, I'm kind of.
Oh my God, Jesus.
No, but no, like so that earlier one I had, which I was pissed because I lost all the videos that I'd saved, but that got kicked off, right? And then people are like, oh, like so you'll see like videos of like a person legitimately like dancing, and their like boobs will fall out, and then like they're like the TikTok algorithm, and it's like a emoji of closing eyes. So that's why I'm so interested. It's like even like they'll put warnings over videos. You see someone get punched, they like put a warning over it.
Yeah.
But there's pictures of dead people. Like they just did one. I just saw one today. And I want to talk about it as well. And like, so I saw 3 today, and one it wasn't real, but it's from a real story, and it's called Megan's Missing. Have you seen that movie?
No.
But apparently it's like a really fucking weird movie. It's all from like a POV, like a dude just filming this chick. And then like at the end, she's like dead in like a 64-gallon drum. And I saw it, and it was like super vivid. And that's probably why I should have been like, oh, it's not real. But I looked in the bottom, people were like, that movie is so crazy. So I was like, oh, it's a movie. Then there was a picture of Ray Rice when he beat the fucking living shit out of his girlfriend in the elevator.
Yep.
And it was like, yeah, it's like ICUP, I got you. And then it's like a picture of her just like passed out on the ground, him like leaning over. And then like, it's just, dude, it's so weird. And
it's really fucked up.
It's really fucked up. And like, and they're getting like 80,000 likes. And if you can equate, like, obviously some videos, they'll get like 2 million views and 1 million likes, which is like a really good ratio. But like for me, like my video had 4.4 million views, and it only had 260, I think, thousand likes. So it's like, but these things are getting likes, and like, and so if for my video, which was kind of like just weird and funny, and like not a lot of people could relate to, didn't get many likes. I got views because it was being pushed. These videos are getting pushed, but not a lot of likes because they're probably scaring the fuck out of people. I don't know, man. I saw like a bunch of dead bodies like the other day. I mean, like,
I feel like it's probably like the Gen Z's era of like shock videos.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, what? I'm only 2 years older than you, right?
Yes.
2 years. So like, you know, the same things. Like you grew up with like people being like, oh, check out 2 Girl 1 Cup, or like Mr. Hands, or some shit like that. Yeah, like, I feel like this might be the response to it, since like TikTok's a thing. We didn't have like a social media platform that you could just post anything to. I guess we didn't have like the thing of like algorithms. Like we grew up in like the beginning ages of YouTube.
Yeah,
I mean, like back then you could see some crazy shit on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that guy that shot himself in the fucking head.
Yes,
it was on YouTube. He was like, my girl left me. He shot himself in the fucking head, dude. I remember fucking.
Yeah, there were quite a few.
I remember seeing it. I remember being like, dude, that's why like oh man, we don't get into that, but just like you watch someone commit suicide, it's like
It used to be on
it's
YouTube.
like
It's
it
crazy.
was on YouTube. It was on YouTube for like 3 days, and like YouTube being new, and then YouTube and it was 2005 it was released. Like it was early, right?
2005, 2004, something like that. Yeah.
And then in 2007 was like an influx, and then they pretty much just helped up their servers because like they're like, oh, they don't have security on it. They're just like, there's so many people, and like obviously they're like, we need to make money and blah blah. Blah.
Mhm.
That video is up for like 3 to 4 days, and they just like didn't know how to take it down. they're just like we don't know how to take this shit down, and it was it was fucking crazy, dude. Like YouTube had that on that. But like I never want to be like to anyone that if anyone even watches this shit, it's just like our podcast. I don't want to ever be like, oh, like Gen Z, that's so fucking stupid. Like you have this now, ours is way more hardcore. It's still seeing someone die. I've actually been on TikTok and watched someone jump off a building, but I'd seen the video before. It just surfaced, but obviously that video, I liked it. And then I was like, I want to see how long this lasts.
I liked it. I didn't enjoy watching it, but I definitely saved it for later.
No, I liked it for 2 reasons. One, I wanted to show my friend and be like, dude, do you remember this shit back in like 2009? But then also I was like, I want to see how long it's gets taken down. I didn't even get to my friend's house. It was like, but it was up for a couple of hours, which was, and it had a lot of likes, which was impressive because it's just like, obviously if it's getting likes, it keeps traction on the app. So why take it down? But then obviously like someone's probably just reported it and it's like, yeah, this is a legitimate person dying. But it's like, so I wanted to ask you after I say this, remember the Mr. Hands or whatever the fuck that is. I don't know what that is and I want to know, but
oh man. Okay.
But it's just like for me, I think, and also for you, is 2 questions really. Like that shock factor was I remember what you said gore. I remember stay happy, like, or be happy, and you scroll down this thing and it's like pictures like baby deers and bunnies and dogs and shit, and then you keep going down and then it's like kind of like meat spin things, lemon parties, like sex stuff that's not really not like vulgar. It's just like
it's not taboo.
Yeah, it's not taboo, and you keep going down, and then there's like just insane stuff, executions, live animal killings.
Those are always
all
bad.
that. Those ones I hated the most, but and Goatsy was on that motherfucker. Goatsy, dude, the jar. But no, like the what I asked you, I think it was word of mouth. I think that's how things got around on the internet before a little bit. Would you say so? Like there was popular videos, but then there was like, have you seen this shit? Like, you would talk to someone, they'd be like, I heard.
Oh yeah, it was like it's either you went to like a sleepover at somebody's house. Like this is like middle school. This is like Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2. This is like you go over to a friend's place with like 5 guys. You're playing Call of Duty all night, and then all of a sudden someone's like, yo, check this out. and you watch this video on somebody has like one of the first smartphones. They have like an iPhone 3.
Or an iPod Touch, man.
Or an iPod Touch. I had an iPod Touch. Yeah, that's actually a good fact. Or I have an iPod Touch. And all of a sudden, like you're just watching this video of like the ladder of a fire truck getting loose and swinging around and decapitating a guy on a fucking motorcycle. And it's like... It's like, whoa, like what the fuck is this? Or it's some like initially it was people finding like that's fuckedup.com with a PH, and that's where you had stuff like Lemon Party. There was one, I think it was like a Stick Party. What else? 2 Girls, 1 Cup. The BG Pain Olympics was like the big one. That was like the one that really people took it. 2 Guys, 1 Hammer. That was something that people would spread around a lot too. Mr. Hands. Yeah, so, you guys know what Mr. Hands is? Mr. Hands.
I've never seen 3 Guys. I think it's 3 Guys, 1 Hammer. I never watched it because it's if anyone's wondering, it's just guys killing someone with a hammer.
It's three teenagers executing somebody with a hammer.
Yep.
It was
So
like a
I
ballpoint
never
hammer.
watched it. I never watched. Okay, with the ballpoint. No, it was. I never watched it. I just don't. Killing is like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. I'm not really a fan of it.
Josh doesn't like the killing
He
of
was a fan of it.
It's a sacred deer.
Oh my God, Killing of a Sacred Deer is a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it and you like psychological thrillers, please go. But also, Hands. Was it Hands Man? What is this?
Mr. Hands.
Mr. Hands
is a video. There's an actual
PG.
in a PG version. Okay, it's an actual court case. I think it's a court case that happened, but the video is of, I think it's a Boeing aerospace engineer used to go to a horse ranch, and he would pay to be with a horse. And there's one account and there's a video where it was too much, and he was with the horse too much that it ended up ruining his intestines, and he died of internal bleeding.
Oh, I've heard about this, dude. I just
That's
never
Mr.
knew
Hands.
That's what it was called.
That's Mr. Hands.
I did not expect that was the same thing. I thought it was a dude that collected hands, low key.
No, Mr. Hands was that.
I've seen pictures of horse stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, like
dude,
that was
real thing.
That was a thing like in middle school too. It's like people being like, check out this like bestiality videos. Like people like if you're in middle school, you shouldn't be watching this. But if you are, you know what we're talking about. Like especially if you are a male, that shit comes up all the time. Execution videos, like I don't know how we got on this topic, but that's something that comes up all the time.
Honestly, hey, listen, Spencer's sexist, dude. The person that showed me my first person dying video was a chick, and I know her name. I'm gonna shout her out right now.
Say it right now.
No, I'm not gonna shout her out. She's great, dude. But I actually talked to her like a week ago. I haven't talked to her in a while, but whatever. Legit. It was a video, and same thing, word of mouth shit, dude. And so for me, when I was in 8th grade, touchscreen smartphones came out. So like internet access. So it was like iPods had internet access on Wi-Fi, but at the time there was 2G or whatever the fuck it was. I
think it was like 1G. I think I remember a Super Bowl commercial of Ozzy Osbourne asking Justin Bieber, "What's 3G?"
Yeah, dude.
Because it was an upgrade from 2 to 3G, and Ozzy's like, "What's 3G?"
He's like, "Where's my beer?" No, like fucking.
Who's the beer thief, Ozzy? You are.
I don't know. No, like fucking. I remember. Yeah, dude. It was a guy. Like if anyone's ever been like. Before I say this, I also really love cliff jumping into water, like climbing up and like doing stuff. Make sure to test the water. There's a certain way to do it. Put a weight on a rope and then mark the rope before you even go at certain feet or meters and drop it down. Okay. And where it stops, and if it's anything, depending on how high, if you jump from like, I honestly, really, if you jump from like 5 feet, don't go in a 7 foot deep thing. If it's anything above 10, 14, be very careful. Know how to jump in. That's another thing. You can look up videos on YouTube. Go. Honestly, even for this one, I will put things on how to jump in to do that. I
was going to say, if you're going to jump in, cliff jumping, make sure usually you toss something in first if it's higher to. And that's what we did. The water.
We use ropes, and then because I remember we used to not. The first 2 times we did it, we did not, and then we brought along this homie, and he was previously a Boy Scout. And he went, "Oh yeah, boys." So I have this rope. I brought it for a reason. After that, yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't see your Bobcat Scout badge. Don't talk to me that way.
He was an Eagle, bro.
Yeah, mad respect to people who get Eagle Scouts. Yeah, that's actually.
My dad's an Eagle Scout, dude.
That's hard.
Yeah, and fucking no. So be careful doing that. But it was in another place, and they were jumping off of a loading ship dock. So like obviously if you've seen those, they're like 50 feet tall. Okay.
I don't like this already.
But the thing is so here's the dock, right? And the water's down here. I'll put my arm a little bit. But what happens is people on the bottom of the ship have to get out. So there's a dock down here. at a sharp edge. Okay. And the guy jumped and didn't clear the dock, which there was a video, the whole video, you see people doing it. Like everyone clears it and he slips. Okay. Anything that's not a straight drop, do not do it. Yeah. He hit his face and his face split open.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was thinking I knew exactly what the video is you're talking about. Open. And then there's the footage in the hospital. They're in the
hospital, and he lived for like another hour and a half.
Or they're like pushing his face together, right?
Okay, yeah.
When you said like be safe about like cliff jumping, because like, oh, it's not the same video.
Yeah,
but I know exactly what it is because I was shown it in 9th grade at lunch.
And I'm like, I'm 2 years behind. Yeah, this fucking chick just had a phone. She was like, yo. Like fucking look at it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I watched it like 3 times because in my head I was like, that's not real. And then like, I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, The Onion could have been. The Onion's also a website you should check out. It's really good information. I recommend anybody that is wanting to look up.
If you want to independently research political aspects, The Onion is a very good source.
Yeah. So The Onion could have been around, but it could have been fake.
Honestly, The Onion is suppressed in like mainstream media, so like it's hard. Like,
The Onion for no reason.
You got to really research it deep to get your political opinions from The Onion.
So yeah, I haven't been in middle school, for a little while, but I mean, and high school was 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, whatever. For me, five. I'm 23. 5, right? I don't know. Fuck it. And
5.
And so, like even like in high school, like obviously I kind of got over that shit. Like it was kind of over. Like I saw a couple, but I haven't been in middle school long enough. But now that like I said, it was word of mouth for us, and now that it's appearing on my feed, I'm kind of like, oh, like, is it is this like kind of intense shit resurfacing again, or is it kind of like, and I know there's like people that review snuff films and stuff. Like there's people on YouTube that review in very PG light descriptions. They review these movies.
Shout out Wendigoon, Mr. Gigi. I've been watching their shit like a lot recently.
Dude, it's entertaining. Yeah, it came up from my For You and I watched it. But no, yeah, there's people that do that. And they're just like, they kind of like that shock factor. But like back when it was, I guess, like kind of like, oh my fucking God, like look at this shit. Maybe that was still always going on, but for now it's popping on my shit. I was just kind of like, oh.
I think it's just because
history repeats itself.
Yeah, I think it's just people, Gen Z and whatever after Gen Z is going to be called. I mean, I don't know what middle schoolers are technically now.
Oh, what's Gen X?
Gen X is after Boomers.
I'm Gen Z.
And I'm I don't know. Whenever it comes down to things,
you're on the cusp. Because you were born early. No, you're on the cusp. You're born near the end of the year, and so
some places say like you're a millennial if you're born before 95. Some say 97. And technically, I'm supposed to be a zillennial. I'm like a mix of millennial and Gen Z. So like I'm like in between them. So I'm technically like a zillennial.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you would call a middle schooler now. That's born
Gen X.
No, Gen X is like in like late 30s, early 40s. Because the greatest generation is the parents of our parents. Our parents are baby boomers.
Well, they're the greatest parents because they made themselves parents, bro. Let's not say they're the greatest. Let's not do that.
Wait, what? The greatest?
I thought you said the greatest generation was the baby boomers.
No, the greatest generation is before baby boomers.
Oh,
that's what they're technically. I think it's like 30s to 40s, or like 20s to 40s is the greatest generation. After them is baby boomers, then Gen X, then millennials. Oh,
you're saying 30s to 40s as in the years? I was like, bro.
In the years, no, 30s to 40s, yeah, like
okay.
World War.
I was like, dude,
like they're making airplanes in Wyoming to send off to Japan.
Okay, I got you right here.
So I think it's greatest generation, baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, and then whatever's going to be after Gen Z. But I mean, here's the thing: is like, I feel like the shock video thing has never gone away. I think we just, once you're out of high school, like you're not going to college, people are like, look at this guy get his head cut off with a handsaw as he pleads for his children's lives, as his wife is being ripped in half by two horses.
Oh man, dude, I don't
know, something like that.
Oh no, you ready? I mean, I'm not going. I'm just gonna mention it. When the United States made a move to go somewhere, bro, the videos of executions that I saw that presidency was fucking insane.
You mean, you're talking about like the 60s, 70s war, or like the
no, 50s, like 60s? my years of being alive. When we went to places and
like a desert, you might say.
Yeah, like a desert. Dude, the amount of execution videos was
insane.
Fucking crazy. Insane. Even when I was in college, my sophomore year of college, if you can remember the guy that said like, I love PewDiePie, go bros. Do you remember that video?
No.
It's due to the conflict of one starts with an I, one starts with a P, and one of the dudes who wasn't from the I, but he didn't like the people's religion of the P. He put a webcam on his chest and went into a mosque and shot every single person dead. And at the end of it, he went in the webcam, went like this, like in front of him on his chest, and he went, let's go, bros, love PewDiePie. Like beat T series. It was the same time. He said beat T series. Yeah. So the shock factor videos, like you said, like they've probably still been around, but just to bring up the years. So Gen Z is 1997 through 2012. From this website, I'm just saying that, but
dude, I beat that mark by 5 days.
So, if you beat the mark, technically you're a millennial, but that's why they don't call them that, because they think like it's such a generational like in between. But then now there's apparently they're trying to come up with iGen and centennials, because
centennials.
Obviously I don't know. But speaking about shock factor and things like that, dude, I have a hot take.
Okay.
I hate Southern food.
Okay, well that's a hot take, because recently, since the last episode we released, I went to Georgia, and
can't say Georgia. Gotta say where
I went to Atlanta, outskirts of Atlanta. Went to Stone Mountain, and little Josh here drove 2 hours.
Not even, bro. I'm not gonna. Never mind. I went to speed.
drove 2 hours to see me. 3 hours past the point he said he would see me, because he woke up late. I had to call him. Because he was asleep. But no, so went to Georgia, had Southern cuisine, Southern comfort food, one might call it. And I'm not a big fan of seafood, like at all. Not a big fan of seafood. I'm from Maine, don't like lobster, don't like fish. Not a big fan at all.
Which is fucking crazy about that.
It's wild, yeah. And went down there and got myself a snow crab boil.
That shit was good.
And goddamn, was that shit so good. Oh my God. I didn't know what I was doing. So I looked like a baby, just like everyone's like using like their like nut crackers, like crack it open. And I'm sitting there just like.
Oh yeah, dude. I have you can't see it because I gotta like, I'll do this, see if I can get it. But
higher.
Yeah, see that right there? I got a scar, dude. I totally cut real deep in my knuckle. Woke up the next morning and realized I did it on the crab when I was trying to show you how to break it. I went and I sliced it off.
Well, that was good. Snow crab was really something else. I didn't have any other southern food besides that, I feel, though.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. So, okay, I want to explain my statement just a tiny bit because we want to talk about food. And I think that, like, not the only reason, but one of the biggest reasons Spencer and I became friends was like fucking food. Like, because we both, obviously, like we said in the first one, if you watched it, Spencer was the one that got me a job. And Spencer obviously made more than I did because I was there.
I didn't get you a job. You were like the number one person recommended.
Yeah, you didn't say that last time, but now you know.
Yes, I did. I talked about how I asked like 7 people, and then Jake was the one who was like, hire him.
Oh yeah.
And you were on every single list, and Jake was like, hire him. That's why I messaged you.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, but no, we became friends over food because at work, once we got to know each other a little more, we went out to eat like every day, no, almost, and we wanted to try new Yeah, we wanted.
Okay, it was like 3 or 4 days away.
Sometimes we didn't leave the office. Sometimes we brought it to the office. But no, like
I'm not going to say a PS5 was involved, but PS5 might have been involved.
But the thing is, like we would go out to eat and try new places all the time, and we're the only 2 people in the office besides the boss. So like, if he was doing a business trip or something, or working with other partners somewhere else, we were in the office, you know, with each other. So like we weren't just like cohorting behind people's backs. We were the only 2 in there. Yeah. We go out to eat. So like Spencer and I love.
And to clarify, we have an hour-long lunch break.
Oh yeah,
it's not like we have 15 or 30 minutes. We had an hour. We have an hour to go out, so we would usually just plan it out, pick a place, go get our food, and leave.
And it was real nice because the times we would go out. I mean, in Maine, in Alabama, dude, I go up. I try to drive around here at like fucking 12 to 11:30 to 1:30 or even 2:30. It's just jam packed because it's lunchtime. But in Maine, it's not that bad. And so when I moved down here, I'm used to light. Some things are really heavy, but like light food, good like they're like fish and. Help me out here, fish and like even pizza that's brought to Maine. That's not really that heavy.
Like Maine dishes,
some joint. Yeah, like it's light food. It's not like it's fantastic, and you can get Maine barbecue, but it has a lot of inspirations. But every time I've had Maine barbecue, it's very light. It's like you're not given 2 pounds of meat. You're given like good. Like I feel like Maine. The best way to put it. At points in certain areas, at certain restaurants, you're given like correct portion sizes. Yo, honestly, and I'll say that. I will agree with that 100%.
You will eat the food, you'll eat everything, if not almost everything, and then you're like, I feel okay.
Except for Spencer, because he has every time he took a bite of food, he go,
what?
I
eat fast. I'm sorry,
but no. So the first time I had Southern food, and I'll fucking shut up about it after this. I'll make it quick. I had Southern food my first time when I went to my friend's house in southern Maine, so like right on the cusp of New Hampshire, and his father had he was the winner of Kentucky's like something back in like 2015. I don't even know. He won some barbecue festival. So I went to their house and oh my God, I fucking felt horrible. And they're very fit and active family where they just I ate that and it was like the best food I've ever tasted. But it was like, I was like, holy shit, because they had pork cupcakes, dude. They would shove pork or chicken in the cupcake thing and get base the inside of it and do all this shit. And you would legitimately, or a muffin, you like get this like muffin of meat. And like there was so much stuff on that plate, and there was like chicken drum lollipops, and they like shoved them all down and then tie it, and then it was great, but it was really, really filling. And when I say I don't like Southern food, Southern mac and cheese, which I feel like I brought up last time, is fucking horrible. And I'm sorry, and I'm just going to say it because I've now gone out and tried a lot of mac and cheese here because I love mac and cheese. It's one of my favorites. It's bad. It's not that good. Also, I think sometimes, especially in Alabama, I won't say Atlanta because I had a fantastic burger in Atlanta. I had a really great boil, but the thing is the boil, I think it was under seasoned, but for me, in Alabama, at least, dude, it's like more is better. It's not like, I don't know how to explain it, man. I don't know how to explain it. And I'm not scared of spice. I love spice. I spice my mac and cheese. I spice everything I eat. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just like, I need to go maybe some other place and try shit. I've been reserving my taste buds for gumbo. I'm going to New Orleans in like 2 months. So I'm like holding off on having my first bowl of gumbo until then, because if you know the thing down south, it's like the first gumbo is your best gumbo and you'll never have any better. So I want us to reserve that palate for Louisiana. But yeah. So yes.
I'm ready
hot take.
to throw another hot take out there.
Yeah, you go ahead, dude.
Bear with me. I feel that mac and cheese isn't even all that good. I feel like mac and cheese is severely overrated. Here's my defense.
Why?
I like pasta dishes a lot.
Yeah.
But when I think about something that has to deal with like pasta, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, I want some mac and cheese. You know what I mean? I want like a bolognese or some Alfredo, like a nice Alfredo. You know, like I just think mac and cheese is, I don't know. Like,
when have you had a good Alfredo, bro?
I've had a good Alfredo. I mean,
besides Olive Garden, because I feel like that's all you're basing it off.
Oh, dude, North End's right there.
Oh, you live in a city now.
Yeah. We got the Italian restaurants. That legit type of stuff, good ass, like home cooked, like a nice bolognese.
Oh, it's good. I've had homemade bolognese.
Bolognese is good. Super good. Even like, dude, what is it? We made gnocchi with Alfredo and chicken meatballs.
Yeah, dude.
Just like, get out of here with your like, oh, I'm putting 4 cheeses into this macaroni.
Yeah, because you're not
with 2 sticks of butter.
Yeah, I don't use 2 sticks.
Like that, I don't know. It's like, it might be a hot take. I think mac and cheese is a bit overrated.
I think mac and cheese that like if you 2 things. One, pasta is fantastic. It's one of my favorite food groups. I just call it its own food group at that point. Italian
and also,
dishes,
get over it, Italy. You didn't make it first. It was China.
Yeah, facts, dude. Check your facts. No, but the thing is, dude, pasta dishes. Are you ready for this? So Taco Bell doesn't come up with anything new. They just put things different order.
So good.
Italian dishes.
Fair.
I have had, and I promise I've traveled to a lot of countries, and bro, and I will say I've never been to Italy, and I'll take heat for it. But the thing is, I love cooking. My father, he went to the Culinary Arts Institute of America. Like when I grew up, I had really great food, but he's a pastry chef, so I won't be like, oh, he doesn't, but he knows most things. And when we would have different pasta dishes, they would taste different, and I know they did. But then when I started making them with my father, I'd be like, oh, so are we making like I don't even remember the fucking names of them, but there's this dish with cream and tomatoes and spinach. I mean, there's other shit in it, but like that's like the main shit in it, and you eat it and it's fucking fantastic. And then we had another dish and it was the same damn thing, but this time we added tomato paste and used oil and this other thing. And it did taste different. That's what's so crazy about pasta. It tastes different, but I was just kind of like, it's the same thing.
It really is, yeah.
Because it's
but
really
it's
hard
so
to make.
Damn good.
It's so good.
It's so damn good.
But mac and cheese, you can make mac and cheese, and you can make Alfredo. But I mean, if you want to like whatever, you can make mac and cheese in like 4 different cooking techniques. Legitimately, you can, and it's just depending on how someone makes it. I don't know. That's my thing. I just think mac and cheese, dude. Like.
I don't want to hate on mac and cheese. I think mac and cheese is good.
But you are.
But if you're someone who's like, oh, my favorite food is mac and cheese, it sounds like you're a little uncultured.
All right, bro.
Am I wrong? It's just like,
listen, do you know how much I love mac and cheese? I hurt myself for it. I hurt myself for mac and cheese.
Okay, but you also had mac and cheese that had 2 sticks of butter in it.
And it didn't. I didn't use half a stick really. Sometimes I did, depending.
Oh wait, is this a different situation?
Yeah, dude. You know what happened? You know how much I was in the hospital for mac and cheese. All right.
Oh my God. Okay, whatever. This does not count.
It does. I was making mac and cheese. I got 3rd-degree burns all over my fucking. It hit my leg, but it mostly just legitimately tore the whole skin off the top.
You didn't get hurt for mac and cheese. You got hurt for boiling pasta.
What was I making?
You were boiling pasta.
No, I was boiling macaroni. Macaroni is not pasta, and I was told by my friend from Italy.
Macaroni's not pasta?
No, it's an American made. Yes.
It's still pasta then.
No, it's not.
How is it not pasta?
Dude, the 3 Italians I met, they were like, "You don't go macaroni pasta, dude. You made that shit. We didn't make that shit."
The fucking strombolis, the grease balls.
Dude, yeah, it's just like fucking, dude, look at this shit.
The goddamn paisans of the world.
Look at this shit, dude. If you can even fucking see it. There's the line. They took the skin all the way up. Like, it looks all meaty and shit. See, this thigh doesn't look as meaty. And then they fucking took skin. Yeah, see that?
Oh my God.
That's fucking that's how much I'm dedicated. I'm fucking dedicated to mac and cheese.
Hey, but I mean, like, mac and cheese, like, would you say mac and cheese is your favorite meal ever?
No.
Okay, I'm saying people who would be like, yeah, mac and cheese is my favorite food.
Yeah, it's like chicks that only eat chicken nuggets.
You're basic. It's like being like, oh my God, I love Chick-fil-A. It's the best chicken sandwich ever. It's like, get over yourself. Popeyes is superior.
Dude, I would
Just
say
saying pure facts. Popeyes is so much better.
Popeyes is better, dude. I think down in the South, they call it Jesus' chicken. And I feel like there's a little bit of there's something behind it, but I just like, it's like Chick-fil-A chicken's good. And I think it's because it's pure peanut oil.
And I also think Chick-fil-A, what am I trying to say right now? Puts their chicken in pickle juice too. They brine it in pickle juice.
And they use the tears of gays.
Yeah, the ones that they kill.
Yeah, dude.
the ones that they reform at their camps over the summer.
Be like, you want to be a Chick-fil-A employee? You better say God bless when he walks out that fucking drive-through. No, yeah, dude.
My pleasure. Yeah, keep saying it. And they're just have the cups underneath their tears, and they're
just like, yeah, that's our marinade. It's like, we're gonna fucking. Yeah, no, dude. Fuck that, dude.
Yeah, I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a minute, but talking about like foods and all that type of stuff, like Chick-fil-A, I kind of want to talk about like favorite foods. I mean, down south, I mean, we already talked about like food topics, but like in general, I want to start off by bringing up a little place that I like to call out of the ordinary. OTO, baby. Downtown Old Town. Good old crab ragoon pizza.
Insane pizza, dude. I mean, like, my parents personally fucking hate it, but like, their seasonal pizzas, dude.
So good. So good.
It's just interesting. I think that's like what's cool about it. And like, fuck anyone that says something different is it's interesting. Like they take chances on pizzas and they're seasonal, so it's like it's gonna last. You know what I mean? Like, you
get a month of like crazy, like they have their fried pickle pizza.
Oh God,
so good.
And they have pickle wings. So they pick. It's crazy. I don't know. They like toss it in pickled wing sauce, and it has like little pieces of pickle on it. And then they put that sauce instead of I'm not going to call it marinara because I know some people use that, but I know it's not. But they put the base sauce as fucking that pickle sauce they put on the fucking wings.
It's a ranch dill. It's ranch dill.
Is it ranch dill? I kind of thought it was like
they soak their wings in pickle brine, and I think they apply the dredge to the wing.
Yeah.
Then they dip it back into the pickle brine, and they dredge it again, and then they fry it, and then they toss it in dill ranch.
Is it dill ranch?
Yeah,
it's homemade though, because it doesn't taste like fucking ranch. Okay,
yep.
I wouldn't even call it dill ranch. I just called it like a dill sauce.
Their pickled wings are so good. I can't eat them anymore because the last time that I got them, I threw up at your house, and I don't remember throwing up at your house.
I was grinding Rocket League. Diamond.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that night. I remember leaving that bar.
Yeah.
I remember taking old Jello shots and then talking to Kat, and then going, "I need a second," and then just going and puking.
And we pissed by the police station. I did. I was peeing in the police station.
But I remember waking up and like, you know it, if you've woken up extremely hungover, like the taste in your mouth, the feeling in your head, and the smell of those pickled wings was just so horrendous and disgusting to me. I haven't had them since, but they're so good. Actually, it's what turned me on to boneless wings.
Huh.
You want to know a fact? I'm going to bring up another hot topic right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Hot topic. Boneless wings are better than bone-in.
Oh yeah, I'd agree with that 100%.
Okay, cool. I thought this might have been like an argument, but boneless trumps bone-in every day. The only time bone-in wins is when the place makes like the best bone-in wings. Like if I'm going to get boneless or bone-in at OTO, I'm getting bone-in.
So how about this?
Superior.
How about this? Breaded or not breaded, because you can still fry a wing. Most wing places don't bread and fry their wing. If it's like technically in the sense of a good wing, it's just the wing in probably cornstarch. Or
is that kind of like how they have like the difference between fried chicken wings and like South Korean fried wings?
No, dude, it's like, no, it's just like if you've ever had the wings at OTO wings. That are bone in are fried with batter, and then if you get wings, fried chicken wings at Buffalo Wild Wings, even I haven't been there so long, but I'm pretty sure it's not bread.
Yeah, they don't have any of it. It's just the skin.
They just fry it, and then there's like really famous places in New York. They also have the best buffalo sauce and all that bullshit, but almost all of them, there's no breading involved. They just fry them and they just get the crispy skin. That's like the hardest part, I guess, is getting that skin crispy. And that's why they use like cornstarch. I think some people use baking soda. I could be very wrong on that one, but it's just, yeah. And so, but I mean, personally, that's why I like chicken, not bone out chicken, and not chicken nuggets, just not bone in chicken, just because I like the bread, man. Because you can just straight fry a boneless chicken.
Yeah.
Right. No, I don't like sacrilegious. So the boneless and bone, I just think it's sacrilegious to like fry a boneless wing and like without batter, because just like I would never take a chicken breast and be like, because it doesn't have skin on it, and you can get. Can you get a boneless thing? Like chicken thighs bone in have skin, and then chicken thighs without, they have fat caps.
I'm sorry, dude. We're gonna have to cut again. My cat just shit and it stinks so bad.
We're not cutting. I'm leaving that in. Oh my god! All right, guys, it's just you and me. Listen, we might have been talking about food a little too much, but the thing is, fucking food is relative to where you're staying. So like for me, I think I've had some of the best barbecue of my life down here, but again, the sides sometimes aren't hitting, and mac and cheese does not hit. That's the only thing I was saying. It just hasn't hit down here, and I'm open to other things. And fuck Spencer for saying mac and cheese is just not that good. That's fucking insane, because we actually went out and got mac and cheese multiple times to make sure we had the best one. We found one, so obviously they have a better one. He's just fucking stupid. Other thing is, speaking about relative, I have a hard time eating down here because I am used to, like we said, light foods, but Maine is light foods, and down here, like I said, more is better in a lot of cases, and that's why it gets uncomfortable for my stomach to do that. So he's back with blended. That was between you and I, baby.
That's between you and I. What?
I was talking to the camera. I was just saying, hey guys, he's gone, but we're just going to keep doing this.
You keep it in.
Your cat shit on the floor. I'm keeping that whole thing.
He didn't shit anywhere, but it smells like straight ass since he walked out here.
It might have got on his hair. On his
There's no poop anywhere though.
Did you check his ass?
How you going to check his ass? Look at that.
Is it on his ass? Is it on his ass? Dude, fuck that. I hate cats. He can't hear me. I fucking hate cats. Is it on his ass?
A little brown.
Yeah, dude. It's probably fucking stuck to his ass. It's a hair. It's a cat.
No, he's fine. There's nothing on.
Dude, we wipe our asses. Oh man, we are off the rails right now. We have to cut everything, but I'm leaving it on, guys.
She walked in the shot.
Anytime you see a cut in the video, if you actually watch us talk and watch our faces, we cut not that much. Actually, we talk for like fucking 45 minutes at a time, and we bring it down to like an hour and a half.
We can keep it in.
No, we'll keep it in. I'll take that out because you don't need to see this man's significant other because that's his business and not yours. But
it's yours. I give you permission.
Another thing, I'm gonna leave the thing about the food. I know where I left off when I was talking, but that bone-in thing, it's sacrilegious. And fucking that's why I was saying when you were gone, Spencer, that Maine's food's really light and here more is better. And that's why I get uncomfortable in my stomach when I eat certain places because it's fucking awesome. Like you go and order something that's $12 and then you get like a pile, which is dope. But like the thing is like me personally, I'm like, oh, I have to eat it. Like I can't save this. And like there's certain places I will save things if I go out to eat. But like if I go somewhere and I get takeout, like I'm not a big takeout guy anyways, but I just like I'll eat it because I'll eat it. And so for Maine, for me, there is delis around here. And they're good. They're good.
Delis are nice.
Spencer knows what I'm talking about when I'm about to say this. The delis around here are nice. There's a place called Bangor Sandwich.
Oh, fuck. We're going there?
And that place is a $9 sandwich. And it is big, okay? But it is fresh ingredients.
Fresh bread.
Fresh bread, dude. Just very nice. And that's why I say light foods because it's like it's piled high, but it's like I don't know. And it's not all vegetable. Trust me, you can get it without vegetables. It's still fucking huge. But the thing is, like, if you're trying to get that happy medium, I think in Maine, a big portion of it is farmers markets.
Ooh,
farmers markets
farmers
are there
market.
all the time. They're there every time. And I actually friends from out of state in college, fucking they would just spend, they would be like, I feel like every 3 days you guys have a fucking farmers market going on at the university. I was like, yeah, why the fuck wouldn't they? There's farmers here. Like, what do you mean? This shit's good.
Yeah, I want your fresh pickles. I want anything that they got, what is it? Being from the town I am in, Maine, one street over from me, there was a family that always had a farmer's market. They always grew fresh stuff. And we would go over there in the summer and we would buy cucumbers. But these are like the size like pickling cubes, like that big.
Yeah.
And then you go home, like in the middle of the summer, like a hot summer day, you'd slice them up thinly, throw them in a bowl, load the bowl up with some vinegar and some salt and pepper, swish it around and eat cukes and vinegar.
Yeah. And if you're getting fancy, you could do some balsamic reduction. It's thicker. It's just thicker. Balsamic vinegar. That's all it is. But that shit is so good. And like, here's the other thing that, unless you are from Maine, that you never had is fiddleheads.
Ugh.
There's a YouTube guy that goes around the states and he does like their town stuff. And he came to my town where I lived, Old Town, and he did the Penobscot race. And which is on the it's a Penobscot is a long river with a lot of heritage with native people. Amazing place. Also, if you want to go to Indian Island in the in Old Town, there's a museum and everything in the front, and I'd highly recommend it. But there's a race on that river with kayaks, and also if you've ever been to any outdoors store anywhere, you'll see Old Town Canoes, because we are the largest canoe and kayak manufacturer in the world, because they're also in France. I've seen them there. In Paris, I saw them in the UAE in the Middle East, which is mad fucking weird because they only have an ocean, but they have sea kayaks, obviously. Yeah. So like, fucking farmers markets in these places and a lot of outdoors things going on, you can find like fresh ingredients all over the place. And that's what I wanted to say. I meant by light food. It's not like here I have to go through shit in the grocery store now to find shit without mold. It's
that's a big thing. That's what I've noticed at the Stop and Shop down the road from us is you got to like, not even like working produce before I know where to get like the best stuff. And it's usually like you kind of pull the basket out and kind of reach around behind and kind of fondle a little bit. And then boom, there's your,
Sometimes your finger slips inside a little bit and you're like, oh, you're a little rotted. I worked in produce and I know you're talking about.
It's so stinky. Oh my God.
I have to keep smelling it.
I'm not going to wash my hand for 2 days. I just want to sit at work and just remember you.
And if it's a tomato, you grab that sleeve it comes in. You're like, I just need to keep these in my drawer.
I just want to keep that little tomato sock in my drawer in case I need to use it late at night.
Oh, yo, someone was saying, I don't know if you're fucking sorry, I don't know if your family has done this, but fucking, I don't know if anybody watches cooking shows or like cooking YouTube channels and things. Shows don't really mention it that much, I don't think, but like YouTube channels, especially, they're always like, buy local, do that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Don't be a jackass and go out and buy. I mean, obviously, if you're on a budget, honestly, even if you're on a budget, like, dude, go out and buy a quarter of a cow. Go to a butcher that's raising a cow and they're going to kill it. If you like meat, just buy a quarter of it and it will last you. My family of 4, it lasted us 6 months. Imagine just living alone or maybe with a roommate and you're just trying to bulk and have meat on hand. You can go out and ask farmers, be like, yo, how many of these chickens you going to kill? I'd like them. And I'd like them cut, which is going to cost more. But dude, you save so much money. And like, that's why, like, I don't know, Maine's dope with food. Like, fuck also, anybody.
Make sure you have the freezer space too. Before you do that, make sure you have like an industrial freezer. Don't just have like a normal fridge and be like, I can fit it in there. You can't
unless your freezer is completely dedicated to that and you're not going to stuff the biggest parts in there and you're going to cook them in the next 4 days.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maine is the first state that I can't remember exactly what it was that passed that you can grow your own livestock, your own produce to live off of. I think it was what it is.
Oh yes, I remember about that. I actually remember hearing about that. And
it's kind of wild to think about it. It's the first state in the country that allows you to legally produce your own, to create your own produce, create your own, meat, use your own livestock to live off of. Because apparently you have to sell it.
Yeah, and you can keep some of it. You're allowed. I mean, you're not allowed to, but
you can't be self-sustained.
Yeah, you can't be self-sustained. Yeah, I actually remember that shit. I remember that. Like now that you say, it just kind of blasts in the past.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like Mighty Beans. Every time you hear Mighty Beans, you go, whoa, wait.
Mighty Beans.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying, you hear Mighty Beans, dude. That's fucking insane, dude. Like, I haven't even fucking thought about that shit in a hot minute. It's just like that's. For especially if you have a family, but if you can, I've been to like 2 butchers here and I really enjoyed it, but it's just like going to if anyone's been to In-N-Out, it's like asking for animal fries. It's a not well-known thing if you've never been on the internet, but if you've been on the internet and watched these things, you know about it. If you go to the butcher and ask for certain cuts, it's really cheap. but you have to know what the cut is called, because they're just like, oh, if you're like, I want like a thigh meat of something, they'll give you all the meat that is from the thigh, but then you're like, no, I want the one like near like the groin, like fibula area, which tastes the same. It's just a cheaper cut because it's near the groin. I don't know. It's like you have to know what you're talking about, and so like that's why it's harder. But if you can find a farmer, befriend the farmer, and then pay them, and I will say that quarter of a cow we bought was $400, and it lasted a family for 8 months.
Yeah, that's good.
Or 6 months. Yeah.
But I mean,
that's crazy, man.
To be fair, you also have a father who knows how to prepare that quarter cow.
Okay.
To be fair.
Okay.
Because I mean, like some 20-year-old living in the Ave is going to be like, I'm going to buy this quarter cow.
Yeah, that's true.
And all of a sudden they're gonna be like, oh, what's this? And they're gonna cook up, bone marrow and be like, it's rough. This is tough meat.
Yeah, and also, they're not in college. It's not gonna be. Some people don't drink, but some people in college, like if I was drunk, I would not go, I'm gonna just thaw this meat.
Oh, dude, even talking about drinking. Sorry, but
no, go.
Talking about drinking, I witnessed for the first time ever somebody get mad in a liquor store today.
Oh wait, I used to work in a liquor store. That's why I was gonna see people get mad. But
so the liquor store I go to, I'm a bit of a regular. But yeah, I can't hear that.
You hear it? Fuck.
No.
What?
Can't hear that. But this guy walks in with his girlfriend, and he's looking for beer and type of stuff, and he picks up this 9-pack. And he goes to the front and he tries to buy it. I mean,
got a 12.
Yeah, it's definitely a Friday right now. Like, why would you get a 12-pack? It's a Friday. Yeah. But no, he
drink alone with your kids.
But he puts it up on the counter, and the guy scans it, and he goes, "Hey, can I see some IDs?" And the guy goes, "But it's non-alcoholic. Why do you need to see my ID?"
Well, was it not?
And one of the other, it was, but one of the guys next one was like, "Oh, well, non-alcoholic drinks have 0.0, like either 0.1 or 0.05% alcohol in them. So if you buy a non-alcoholic beer, there's a certain amount of alcohol in it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
but you can't drink like a 12-pack of Doyle's and get fucking wasted. You gotta have like 100 of them. So he's like, yeah, there's some alcohol in it, and the guy's like, but it's non-alcoholic. Why do you have to see my ID? And I suddenly be like, okay, dude, you're buying a 9-pack of beer for $26. I don't think they're in the wrong.
Like, do you don't think the guy was in the wrong or the store owner?
No, no, it's just like, it's also, don't shoot the messenger. It's law. They have to do it because it's their own establishment. Also, the guy was paying like $24, $25 for a 9-pack of non-alcoholic beer, which is worse.
I'm just trying to look it up because, like, I know in grocery stores they sell kombucha, which technically has like a 0.01.
No, most kombuchas you can buy don't.
Yeah, I just looked it up and I can't find fucking anything about it.
Because when I worked at Hannaford, if any of the kombucha had alcohol in it, it was immediately flagged at the checkout. But a lot of kombucha doesn't have alcohol.
Well, I don't drink alcoholic kombucha. I just like kombucha.
Oh, no. Yeah, but working in produce, when I stocked kombucha, a lot of the kombucha didn't have alcohol in it. But the second one had like 0.1%. It was flagged at the front.
Yes.
Yeah. But this guy was like,
I'm thinking that alcoholic kombucha is in like, I'm thinking like 10%.
Oh no, I'm talking like minuscule. But it was just weird. This guy was so upset about getting ID'd. And respect to him, he looked like he was maybe like 26. Like he was like
him, bro. Just pull your ID
dude,
out.
but at the same time, he just put up such a fit about it.
Yeah,
and got mad. And I was like, dude, really?
Yeah,
like,
okay.
You flash it and they go.
Whose side were you on?
Oh, it was on the owner, the people working.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say
no.
Story. I mean,
the dude bought 9 beers for like $26, and they weren't even 1%. And I was like, okay, let's calm down. All right, just
Yeah,
go get
like-
O'Doul's for $9 for a 6-pack.
Yeah. No, so when I would ID people, it was really fucking annoying because I would be there, right? And I'm new. And then all of a sudden someone would be like, hey, I want this alcohol. And then they would be like, yeah, I'd be like, can I have your ID? And then like they'd be like, I know the owner. I know who the owner is. Da 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 da. And it was so fucking annoying because I'm like, dude, I know the owner because the reason I got this job is I knew him since I was a kid. Right. And now I'm about to get really fucking pissed off because fucking when I used to shop there, and I still do, every time I go back home, I always go there. I see my managers, see the people that work there. I fucking love them, dude. It's a fucking liquor store. If you can find your own liquor store, find one, get them to remember you. And also note that they actually don't like you. I mean, they like you, but like,
if you're a dick, they don't.
No. They don't like you. They want to be welcoming, so you keep coming back. If you actually go out with this person, then they actually know you and like you in a conversation. There's people that came in, I recognize them, knew them all the time, and I would be like, oh my God, they invite me to a party. I'd be like, let's fucking go, dude. I'd never go. You know what I mean? Like, I just want you to come back. Personally, because I'm bored, but also like I'd love you to come back. So what was so fucking annoying, even though when I would shop there and work there, when I came in on my off days, I would go and get alcohol. But if there's someone in the line, he would ID me. And why wouldn't you? To set the precedent that someone's getting ID'd.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I say, oh, I know you in front of a line of people, it could be an undercover cop. It could be OSHA, it could be anybody. So you go ID. So what I would do all the time when I would see if there was a line behind me, I go like this, hand my ID, and you go, oh, Josh. He's like, you don't need to do this. He's like, but thank you so much. And he's like, hands it back just to show that he checked.
Yeah.
So when I would do that to people, if I knew them really well, if you came in, I would tell you, like, I have to check your ID just because there's people fucking behind you. But like people that would come in and they would do that, they'd be like, you know me, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you getting mad? I know you. Just take 2 seconds. No one heard it.
Yeah.
Fine. So that's it. Sorry. That's my alcohol.
No, I muted myself for that.
So that guy behind the counter is in the right, dude, because fuck it. Doesn't matter how old you look. My sister got canned. My sister, when she worked at a fucking I'm going to say it because I've said it before in an early episode, IGA, fuck that place. But fucking when she was a cashier there, dude, they told her anyone that looked above 35, you don't ID them. And then they sent in this woman that was really old, looked really old, but was below 20. I don't even know. It was a sting operation. If you don't know this, like hormone places, a lot it happens to. Corporations, it doesn't, because they have like a procedure you have to do every single time. Hormone places, our place that I worked at, things happen. Like, so if I don't know who you are, or if there's people behind you in line, I'm IDing you. And a sting doesn't happen twice with the same person.
Yeah.
But also, cops, if you're listening, that's how you fuck up. So you keep bringing someone back in, and you really want to fucking get somebody, just keep making them come back in. Oh, I'm done. Sorry.
I don't know how to transition out of this. What were we talking about?
Let's transition out of this.
What were we were talking about favorite foods, I think, right?
No, we can move on from that, dude.
What we're talking about. Okay, so I've got a question. It's a good question that I came up with. Okay. So let's say hypothetically, I lose my leg from the knee down.
Okay.
But the doctors who operated are able to preserve the leg freshly, the portion that's lost. So it's still fresh. So with my full consent, if I were to cook my own meat off of my severed limb with full consent from me that it's okay, would you try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. Let's go.
But also, dude, that's fucking crazy. I do it right when I thought you'd be like, is it cool if I attach it? I was like, they do that. That's why I thought you were going. That's why I freaked out. Yeah. No. If you gave me consent to eat it.
Fully consent. Like it's a part of my body that is now away from me. I'm going to throw it away.
But it's preserved not to be able to put back on.
Yes. Like it can't be put back on.
Okay.
Like, you cannot reattach it.
Because if you could put it back on and you're like, yo, you want to eat this with me? I'd be like, dude, just put your leg.
No. If they can reattach my leg, but this is the fact that they there's no way to reattach it anymore.
Yeah.
And I just have any portion of me that's meat, and I'm just like, it's okay, you can do this. And I served it up by itself in a burger, tacos, whatever.
Are you telling me that it's your leg?
Yes, I'd be like, hey, this is a. I'm not gonna
need my consent too. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
It's like, no, it's like if I lost my leg from the knee down, and I had the meat, but it can't be reattached. So I just have it.
Yeah.
In its full form. And I just came to, it was like, I'm going to cook my own human flesh. And I'm asking people that it is okay for you to consume this. You have my full consent. There's nothing wrong with it. I am 110% okay with it. If I offered you a portion of it to eat, would you at least try it?
I'd eat the whole damn thing.
Okay, cool. We're on the same page. Fuck yeah.
Dude, but also fuck it. Other thing, the only time that anything was, any body part or any person was legal to eat was a person that donated their body when they died to science and all that shit, organ donor kind of thing. But you can donate your body not to an organ donor. You can do it to science. But I know that if you're an organ donor, they can do whatever with it technically. So like sometimes you can have your skeleton put in a museum, or like even like half of your preserved like organs and shit. But there was a person, I'm pretty sure it was in England, and I will double check that. I promise I'll double check that. But he offered himself up to be eaten. But there was 3 people that did it.
Mm-hmm.
They said it tasted like deer, like veal. Like I don't know. What's that baby deer? I don't even know. Baby cow.
Baby deer? Baby
cow.
Baby, or you mean baby lamb? Like kid?
Yeah, like a baby cow. It's veal, isn't it?
I thought veal was lamb, but
no, whatever.
Something.
Yeah, just fucking it. They said it tastes like a baby cow, and then they all were like so distraught.
That's the thing. It's like, nah, I would do it, but
if you were alive, it'd be different because we're like, oh, we're eating.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Think about it. I'm actually kind of getting sick.
Dude, I'm still here. I've got a prosthetic on. And you just ate half my calf.
Sick about it, dude. Because like, if I have to sit at the dinner table with you, dude, and like, let's say you have like a barbecue and you have like a couple people over, dude, and like, fucking, we're all
smoking that shit. Just
dude, have you ever
slow roast?
You know oxtail? Remember me telling you about oxtail?
You did. I didn't get it, but I should have.
For anybody
with the tacos.
No. Oh no, that's cow tongue. That's different.
No, the tacos at Pretty Little Tacos. Oh yeah,
they had oxtail.
They had oxtail.
It would have been shredded oxtail. So if you get an oxtail, anybody is listening, and Spencer, the oxtails they're huge, right? And they cut them into discs. So like, if I think about your thigh right now, I'm thinking when you say serve it, I'm thinking of a hamburger. And an oxtail sandwich would be a disc that thick cut of the oxtail cooked with it deboned in the middle. But I'm just thinking about like a nice round thigh, but it'd be so weird being like I'm sitting here, right? And then here's like a friend of ours on this side. There'd be like a significant other of mine, which I don't have.
You're about to dig in and I'm just like this.
And then yeah, no, like we're all digging in, dude. And you imagine we're just like,
everybody would be like,
Nah, man. I mean, you know me, bro. I'd look you right in the face. I'd be like, I'm so glad I finally got to eat you like that.
I can't wait to be in you.
Dude, yeah, for sure. I'd be like, I can't wait you to go through my intestine.
I want you to fuck up my intestines.
Dude, yeah. I mean, dude, for real. I mean, obviously, if anyone's ever listened to this, the first episode, dude, I mean, I talk about how much I shit, dude. I mean, fucking Christ. I'd be able to know it was Spencer coming out of my...
Oh, man, dude. Spencer wrecked my ass last night.
Dude. Oh, dude, I could say that, too. That's the other thing. That's another reason why I do it.
Dude, I ate Spencer, and he wrecked my ass.
I ate Spencer out last night. And he fucking wrecked my ass. So like, dude, yeah, I would totally eat you. But you know what I would do for your leg to cook?
Elaborate.
A roast pit, dude. I would suggest, because obviously I wouldn't cook you unless you gave me privilege. I would say you cook yourself, which
I might just throw it in a crock pot. And just
everything we're saying
it.
right now is like low. Every time I say something out loud, I'm like, oh,
I mean, I would probably slow cook
like
it.
bamboo leaves. No. Put the fucking the coals down, bamboo leaves, another set of coals, put your leg in it, bamboo leaves, more coals, and bury that shit for like fucking 24 hours, dude. That would be the most tender meat, dude. And then, but listen, whoever has the foot fetish in the group would call the toes and shit. You know that.
You don't have a very big group. We don't have a very big group. It's just
dude,
you and me.
When my foot burned off, dude, I asked if I can keep the debriding, which if you don't know, debride means to cut off skin or get rid of shit, whatever. When I got my foot got debrided, I asked if I could keep it. And they were like, fuck no.
Like, no. We know what this is.
And I was like, dude, it's like a placenta, you know? And they were like, no, it's not the same.
It's a placenta.
That's what I said. I also was fucking high off oxys and shit because I was under surge. I just came out of, they put me on, what did they put me on? They put me on oxys and they gave me, what's the thing that starts with an X?
Xanax?
Maybe. I don't even
I don't know if it's Xans. I don't know if it's Xanax.
I was off the goop and I kept filming myself and I kept playing Saturday Sun, like, oh, Saturday Sun, that's so fun. And I'd fucking film them cutting my skin off and I'd be like, yo, can I keep that?
I know you kept sending, you show me a bunch of them where it's like you're just kicking your feet back and forth.
Yeah, dude, my fucking skin's not. So jobs that kind of exercise the whole Pride Month. I mean, it's awesome. It's really dope to get representation. It's really dope to do that. But in my sense of working, I've worked at places that don't give a shit about it. In a sense, it's just a scheme. And like, I really want to, I'm not going to, but there's places I've worked at that they do that. And then the people that are part of the company, everyone hates the whole month. They hate it. They don't like it. They get mad about it. But you know what? It sells. And that's why like Pride Month is awesome to be able to, like, we're talking about drag shows. We're talking about going downtown. Like I said, Chicago shout out. Amazing fucking parade. It's peaceful, it's loving, it's amazing. And if you like fucking drinking, dude, amazing place. It's so fun. And then also, like, if you're fucking a straight dude, like I'm a straight dude, but it's just like how respectful everyone is. And if you're so upset about someone going like, you're hot, take it as a compliment, you fucking asshole. First of all,
buy me a drink. Of course I'm cute.
Yeah, guess what, dude? Do you want to?
How many drinks is it gonna take for me to?
Oh my god! You want to talk about getting free drinks, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, someone calls you hot, you're like, oh, like, if you want to like kind of twist it in the way that you want to, just fucking ask for a free
Have you ever
drink.
gotten a drink from somebody who's not straight?
Have you ever gotten a drink? Me?
Like, have you ever had somebody of the same?
Me?
No. Because you're talking about it. It's like, have you ever had a drink bought for you by somebody of the same sex that's like trying to hit on you?
The same sex that was hitting on me?
To be fair, we are both cis heteronormative men.
Yeah.
We like women. But have you ever had?
Last weekend, I had 15 drinks bought for me that weren't mine. And I had 18.
By men.
Yep. Yes. I think it was 8 men and like, no, sorry, 7 men and 8 women.
See, that's just compliments.
Yeah.
I've only had it happen twice, but the person did approach me after I got the drink.
But I will say, while I was there, actually, let's move off the gay topic and talk about. No, seriously, I'll say something that, like, I mean, I'd love to get asked about anytime. So, cut. I need fucking more fucking.
What's that? 2:30, 10. Cat. Catherine. Oh, she's painting.
All right, come back in.
I love you.
I wish you lived with me, bro, because fucking I have so much food on me.
If we lived together, we would have an actual that office would be turned into a studio.
No, it legitimately would. And there's already. I wanted to put a couch over here, but
it'd be a studio with the mics.
We could put the cameras over here instead of being in this corner because I don't want to sit by my closet because I keep stuff in there. But if
three camera setup,
oh, it'd be so nice.
Wide shot, 2 profile shots of us.
And I would, dude, and I'd bring Drew in because Drew, my coworker, he like really wants to get into it because like his friends are streaming and shit, and he wants to practice. And he's so fun to talk to. But I feel like him and I, like we're at work, we can't. We've been alone like 2 times, and we both are like,
they'll give us a guest. Actually, Kat's friend Andy wants to be a guest. Really fucking bad.
Who does?
Kat's friend Andy.
I'd love to. No,
they're 110% down. As of yesterday, like I wanted it to happen, and then they were over yesterday.
Well, they can zoom in. So I'm trying to. So I've been looking up because Cody Co and well, they've been doing it for a while, but I actually just watched their things behind the scenes stuff that they posted, and they were like, so they zoom still. They still zoom.
Not gonna lie, I've also been referencing the fuck out of TMG. Yeah. Like their intro styles and like going from like their basic level to like what they have now, which is like a 2-minute stylized intro. And you were talking about how a friend of yours wanted to make. Do you sit there and watch it? Their
yes, I do. Intros, they cost crazy. They said if you watch like Noel or Cody, then the things
like the alien one,
that shit costs, dude. The Joker one they did cost thousands of dollars because they use professional grade cameras for it.
It's crazy. But I mean, I think you told me about one of your friends wanted to make like in-house music, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's like we have like dope ass in-house music made, obviously pay the person for it. But then like
he would do it. He said if it blew up, he would like to take a cut, but he was like, I just love to sit here and watch you guys talk. That's what he said.
We have like a dope ass like intro after like our stinger in the beginning. The stinger is good.
And then he could like click something if we say something, and he'd be like, stop. Because like that's the other thing that we saw, because he doesn't like, he won't drink the whole time, but he'll be like, guys, no.
Yeah.
Like, you and I, we get to a point we go no, and then we have like fucking 8 minutes talking about it. So at the bar, and I wanna preface this, and Spencer, you actually don't know about this because I didn't tell you because I haven't seen you. So what happened was I was sitting at the bar in the downtowns of Portland, Maine. Mm-hmm. And like we were saying earlier, is about how Portland, Maine is very LGBTQ forward, but the people are not. They're not there. Like, the people that move there, yes. I would say people from there. Obviously, I don't want to discredit anybody that is just not. And I'll say this first one story first. Before I say the second one, what happened last weekend, because I flew up to Maine last weekend for family reasons, and so I was there, but I was in Portland for the first night, and I stayed for like 8 days. When I was down there, I went out. This was a year ago, and I told this kid. I walked out of the bar, and I looked at my friend. I was like, it'd be funny. I was like, watch how mad these kids get. Like, I just like they get mad. They don't. It's the city of acceptance apparently in Maine, but it's not. And I went to this kid. I was like, yo, I really like your jeans. Your ass looks nice, right? And then his friends started shoving me. There's 3 of them. Started shoving me, and they're like, "Oh, get the fuck out of here!" And I was like, "Oh no!" Like I was just trying to compliment him. And then that one guy was like, "Hey man, it's okay." And then he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, I'm not into that. But I really appreciate the compliment. But yeah, you can move on." Respect. Like, I mean, fuck it, whatever.
It's the right way to approach it.
Yeah, and then I started walking away, and then the bouncer from the bar walked out and started calling me the F word. Not fuck. I'm not gonna say the other one, but
Not
he
faggot.
started. You want me to? I'll cut it.
Don't
So
get
he
it.
started-
It's funny. It's funny.
Uh,
You can bleep it if you want to. You can make a timestamp if you want to bleep this shit. But it's
oh
like
yeah, please.
he called me the F slur, not fuck. It's like, oh, what do you call you, faggot or something?
Yeah,
it's just like, yeah, that's exactly what it means.
Yeah, no.
If
so
you
he
hadn't
called me-
said
I
it's
just don't.
not
I just
the
don't.
F
I don't
word.
like that. I personally don't like that word because of people I've had relations with that have explained it to me. So they just like to hate it. So I don't say it, and I have respect for them. I don't. But the thing is, they called me that, and like it was like. I was like, after they said that, I was like, hey, yo. So I started hitting on him. And I was like, dude, I was like, take off your shirt. Like, I want to see it. Like, you're so bad. You're so hot, right? And he is just, he's calling me all the slurs in the book, dude. Like, everything he could ever say. And then, like, the other bouncer comes out. I'm not in this bar. I want to explain this, that I had left, complimented the dude on his jeans. Guy was very respectful, walked away. And yeah, and then all of a sudden they coming out and they start yelling at me. And then, dude, the fucking bouncer that called me like the F word yanks off his shirt, yanks it off for no damn reason. He's like flexing. He's like, oh, he's like, you want to fucking fight? And then I was like, no, daddy, I want to lick that body because he had a nice body. So then obviously it escalated. And they start getting in my face and they're like shoving me. And then I go, yo, like, you literally actually can't touch me because you're working. I'm not stupid. I've worked around bouncers before. You can't touch me. And then they get really mad. And my friend comes down and he grabs me and he pushes me away. And he's like, hey, yo, guys, shut up. And then he grabs me, whispers me. He's like, hey, man. He's like, what did you do? Like, what's going on? And I was like, oh, they don't like gays. Like, seriously. Like, I was like, they just are mad at me for complimenting their friend. And he goes, okay. He pushes me back. He turns around, dude. And he just starts going at him, dude. He's like, fuck you. It was so funny. And like, that's what I want to say is in Maine, at least, Portland is a really big city of acceptance, but it's not. And then the other night when I was there a week ago, 8 days ago now, I went there and Spencer, you don't know about this. So this girl, I was at the bar and this girl bumped into me and I went, oh shit, my bad. I put my hand up and that's probably why I looked bad. And I understand that now because I was like, oh, my bad. Because it probably looks like I'm about to swing or some dumb shit, but I was like, my bad. And yeah, I was like, oh, my bad. No, I was just like, my bad. And her boyfriend was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, I got in my face, right? My immediate reaction, I just looked down, I looked at her hair, and she did get her roots done, but I was like, oh my God, did you just get your roots done?
I think you'd be like, you look down at him.
No, I looked down at her and I said it. Well, he was shorter than me, but like, I said it to her, and then he apologized to me immediately. And then I get brought to the side. I meet all their friends. And they all buy me shots and drinks.
Like, oh my God. Did you see your roots down?
Yeah. And then her boyfriend is still fucking pissed. That's the thing. So like at this time, I understand. I am like, I'm not a very confrontational person, but I try to get out of a confrontation by being like, oh my God, your roots. And then I get brought up to the table and it was dope. Like I had a great time and these people were amazing, but their boyfriends are so mad. They're so mad. And like, I'm like, what's the problem?
Because they're like, oh, is he straight?
Yeah, dude. And that's so fucking stupid.
That's the thing. I feel like it's like the defense action done is like, oh, is he actually gay?
Yeah. And I feel like I'm not going to say I'm attractive, but it's just like, I feel like sometimes like, dude, these guys are butt ugly, but like,
I mean, it's Maine.
I'm just saying like I mean, some people get upset, dude. They're like, oh, there's this gay male that's like hitting on not even hitting. I'm just like telling her she had nice roots. But here's the other thing. I noticed it and you didn't. And I actually noticed it. She did get her roots done. And then she looked at me and she was like, I did get my roots done.
I feel like that's a very main thing. It's like if you're above Portland, if you even say hi to any woman, some skinny ass, crackhead looking dudes, they'd be like, yo, don't touch my girl, man. Don't what are you looking at, bro? And it's like this dude's high off his ass, and like you bump into somebody at like a club, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's like, dude, I didn't mean to bump into you. And then all of a sudden they just like they do this.
Yeah, that whole
girl. What are you doing, bro?
That whole fucking walk. Oh my god!
Like the chest outward, they're just like, yo, like. And you're like, dude, you know, half acre ain't a vibe.
Yeah, he did that, dude. But then he added the little pepper on top. He had a little spice, and he shoved me. And then when I complimented his girl's hair, that's when she went, babe. And she turned around. She's like, don't do that. And then he apologized to me, like up and down the wall.
And you died.
No, they invited me to the table and I got free drinks. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I mean, I know it's like, it's kind of fucked up with me. And also, you can say what you want to. I mean, like, you could go about me. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was all right. I also, at that night, same night, I'll say this right now, I twerked on an old man.
Where was this?
Downtown.
Downtown
No,
banger?
I actually, honestly, right here. Ready? Pause. I will insert a clip of the video of me twerking on that guy because I my friend has it saved and he did it. I twerked.
Where was this?
I don't know, some outside bar. It was really nice out.
In Orna? Oh, okay, never mind. It's like
Portland.
Oh, Portland. Okay, I was gonna say I did the same thing.
This whole time we've been talking. I was talking about the city of acceptance, even though they're not.
I was thinking about Black Bear Club. Do you know about Black Bear Club?
Fuck no, I just know the Common Loon.
You know, okay, so you know above the Common Loon beforehand. No. You were 2 years younger than me. You didn't go there.
You also got to realize I didn't drink any alcohol for my whole life until, I mean, I drank in college, freshman and sophomore year 3 times. 3 times. Junior year, I drank. The first semester, I drank 2 times because I was also overseas and I was
2019.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. It was. That's really good.
So I was way out of it at that point.
Yeah, I was in a country that they don't do that too much. They do it, but also you need to be 21. And also isn't like, UAE, especially for that country?
Isn't UAE if like you're seen publicly intoxicated? It's basically like
it's bad.
Prison.
It's bad.
Like
it's bad unless you have WASTA. Unless you have WASTA, it's different.
What's WASTA?
It's like respect in GTA. It's the best way I can describe it.
Oh my god, you got rep.
Yeah, no, it's really, yeah, no.
But I've always heard like
I watched someone drunk drive and smash into. He had a sports car. He smashed into a sports car, and his girlfriend was American, and she'd been living there for a long time. And they were WASTA, yeah, and they crashed. As the cops came up, they checked his ID. They recognized the name, and they went, "Oh, your father." And he went, "No, it's okay." And they went, "No, it's your father. We can't get you in trouble because if they get him in trouble, it would look bad on them for getting royalty in trouble."
Dan, you should.
If you're royalty there, bro,
UAE
is crazy, bro. I mean, I had WASA one fucking time in school, and someone saw me take food. Like I didn't need to. I just was like, bro, I'm not just gonna.
Def, don't cut this.
I'm not. I just didn't. Like I paid for it. I just was like, I don't want to fucking. I was like, and then fucking. I just took it, and I realized I walked out. You know, the security guard talked to me, and then she's like, Sorry. She was like, "What's your name?" And then I told her, and then she was like, "Oh my god, I didn't recognize you. My bad." She was like, "Josh, I'll get you the," and she like got me this whole plate, right? I've seen kids walk out there with food and get absolutely obliterated by those security guards. So it's weird, man.
It's cool.
Weird.
I mean, I don't want to say it's cool, but I mean, it's unique.
It's cool, bro. It's like honestly, I know it sounds kind of fucked up, but it's a place that kind of forces you to meet people.
Oh yeah.
If you want to put it that way, that's a way to put it. I mean, I met a fuck ton of people and it was awesome. Like I had a really great time.
And I just DoorDash dinner. Differences. Yes, I meet my drivers in a handoff. They're nice.
Do you
people.
talk to them?
No, I don't. It's just no contact delivery. That was a lie.
You should.
I just have them drop off.
You should ask them come to your door and offer them shit. I used to do that with pizza drivers. Actually, speaking about the gay thing,
pizza drivers, we respect you.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You know you're all gay.
So in the beginning of COVID, and I'll ask you about this, dude. Dude, in the beginning of COVID, that shit was scary. Like people, I was at a hockey game in Denver, Avalanche. They just won the fucking series, baby. But I was at a Colorado game in 2020. I don't even
2020.
remember.
Yeah,
I just turned 21, so
it was 2020.
Yeah. So I was there and I was watching the game, and they announced at the end of the game, they announced over the speakers, they were like, "Hey, there's a national lockdown. Everyone has to go home. You can't be here. COVID spread." And at the time, Colorado was the fourth most infected state. We found out after, but dude, no, seriously, mass hysteria is fucking crazy. You see people. I saw people trample people. People sprinting out of there. Yeah, man, it was fucking scary as shit. It was very scary.
I think we talked about this when we worked together, but in Maine, the pandemic really wasn't a thing.
Well, yeah, because we had like no cases.
There were no cases.
Still, you should have been safe. Well, we were all, everyone
definitely safe.
Below the age of 30 was safe.
Like, I want to say, like, just to specify it, is what was it? Was it May? When is spring vacation?
I can tell you exactly the day that the outbreak was. No sense. The hysteria I saw at a stadium, because at the stadium there is like 20,000 people there. Okay, and like you're sitting there, you've played New Vegas, I don't know. You've played games, and all of a sudden, like people are just like over the guy that goes, "And my car just scored a goal," and the guy goes, "Hey guys, seriously, in my real voice, there's a lot." You know what I mean? Like the dude's like, "Hey, you need to get home."
Good goal. You guys should go back home.
You guys should go back home. You're gonna die. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was just like you can't. You know,
AIDS is airborne. You're gonna die. So
well, COVID was airborne.
And we have number
COVID
17.
was airborne, and it could, and it probably,
goal.
Dude, and it was so fucking scary. And I remember going back, and we were supposed to go to a EDM rave, which you should go to those. But I mean, even if you don't really like EDM, you should go to one of those. But we were supposed to go to EDM rave in Denver.
Introducing Skrillex.
That's not EDM.
Mom, what the fuck?
No, but like the thing was, we were supposed to go, right? And like we go back, and the guy's supposed to go with one of them. It was like coughing, but he was smoking weed. But I remember the guy I was with, he was like, "Hey, yo, don't cough." You know what I mean? Like it was like that. It was like, dude, don't. And I even remember being like, don't cough around me, because I just didn't. I was also like a little tipsy, but I was just like, don't cough around me.
That guy's just like, hey, he's infected. We gotta. It's not right, but like he's infected. We gotta put him out. Okay. All right. It's like that and all of a sudden it's like that video of the guy putting his best friend Candle out of misery. Where he's like talking to his candle, he puts a top on, he's like, "I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, but the thing is with COVID, it was like kind of messed serious. And then right after that, I did like a bunch of DMT. And
oh my god, Spyro ended. I gotta put a new game on.
No, you're fine, dude. just let me do this, and we'll put this on. I'm leaving this in. It's just like, and that's why I want to talk about it. Is like COVID was very fucking scary, and I think that's like the thing that's lost in a little bit of translation is how fucking frightening it was for
was terrifying.
everybody, for every single person, no matter where you lived, how you lived, like in your rural area. If you lived in a populated city, it was a lot more scary. No matter your political opinion, no matter your stance on abortion, it was fucking scary. It was very fucking scary. It was so worrisome.
I honestly feel like it might have been scarier for rural people who don't have
interaction, yeah.
The interaction or access to more mainstream media. Because like being from Maine, a lot of people just have like cable.
So looking at my phone, and we'll do this. Look at all these motherfuckers. I was in nosebleeds. Don't worry about it. I'm broke.
You can see shit from nosebleeds. Who cares?
I know.
You can see like going
that
to
was OT. That was OT goal. That was an OT goal. That was nuts.
Going to my first hockey game. No, continue. You're good.
Oh no, yeah, because I'm going off the COVID thing, but go ahead with the hockey.
Yeah, but I mean, like even looking at that, going like I don't know, dude. It's like going to my first Bruins game ever. Like now living in like Greater Boston area.
Need to go, yeah.
Greater Boston area. It was like I think it was like $25 a ticket. Showed up with nibs. Showed up with nibs. You just drink nibs. Get fucked up that way.
Can I say something to you?
Sure.
Something that I've hated about you for a long time.
Oh my God.
What's up? I'll get this over with, Matt. Quick, ready? There was COVID mass hysteria at the game because they called it people trying to leave people, and fucking people were scared, and it was really hard. And then one time we had 10 people at our house, and it was mostly girlfriends staying, but I had my friend come over because I was single, and it was a dude. And then the cops came, and then the cops were like, "Oh, yo, who's that?" Like he peeked his head around the corner after I told him all to stay in the room, and the cop was like, "Who's that guy?" And then I was like, "Oh, it's my boyfriend." And they were like, "Oh," and they stopped talking. And then I was like, "No, write it down. I'm gay." And then they were like, "Oh," and I was like, "No, write it down." So somewhere in police records, I am just, and I started talking about how like great he is at everything he does in bed and in person. And I made them write it down. And cops ain't shit. Whatever. So
hey, that was very random, but thank you for sharing.
No, it wasn't random. The last thing we were fucking talking about, bro. I was talking about the thing that happened when they came to my house, and then I was like, we left, but so we had to pee. We had pee breaks. The first time you went, 25.
Okay, first time I went was this year. Never been to a pro hockey game.
It's just crazy.
I will say, I've been to a lot of Maine hockey games.
Shit's also kind of
in the student sections.
It's also kind of great.
Hang in the ref.
They produce a lot of dude. That's the thing. I feel like
when the ref makes a bad call, they hang the ref back and forth and
when they say hang, they put a noose around a dummy doll's neck and they hang it and swing it from the raft.
Sure, they actually don't hang the ref. They have a dummy of the ref, and when the ref makes a bad call, they kind of lynch the ref from the raft.
Oh man, dude, it's
horrible until
it's so backstory for everybody that no one fucking.
It's not even a good section for students, but
I mean it's kind of sick though.
When it's not good on paper, but when you're there,
it's so fun
in that group under the influence of certain substances. You're kind of into it. It's kind of like, this is kind of cool. Like, all right. I mean, you got a cucumber pod in your Juul? Like, let me rip that. And let's go. Man. Dude, my God.
Dude, piggyback off of that. I went to the student section 3 times. Cause I used to not drink. I went there sober 3 times and I still had such a fun time. Obviously it's just a section. And UMaine used to produce a lot of, actually Swayman on the goalie for Bruins, but right now they rotate. But Swayman's from UMaine.
I know that.
That is Swayman, dude.
But
When Swayman made it to the league, dude, there were so many girls that I knew, like close friends of mine that hung out with college. They'd be like, "Yo, he texted me one time." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, dude. That's his bag, not yours."
get back on the pro games though.
Hold on, one of my kids I grew up with. We played football together. He's in the league now. You hear me going, "Oh, I used to play with him." Shut up.
I knew a guy from Husson who was in Sports Illustrated from Caribou.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Ian?
Football?
Soccer.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Football.
There's a guy from Caribou, Maine. If you ever heard of it, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. They've got like 10 people to their town.
They have potatoes.
They not even a bunch. I mean, you got to go to a Roostic for them taters.
A little press guy over that. But go ahead.
Press guy, but like, oh gosh, we're going out to fucking Bridgewater. Well, the Bridgewater, Blue Moose, Bridgewater, Maine, killer place to get food.
Maine has a Bridgewater.
Yeah, Bridgewater, Maine. That's where my mom grew up.
Dude, Bridgewater, Connecticut is the shittiest fucking place I've ever been to in my fucking life.
Bridgewater is not that great either. It's actually kind of really bad.
If you're from Bridgewater, Connecticut, I'm sorry.
If you're from Mars Hill, Maine, you're a real one. I appreciate you.
No, I'll always die with that. Bridgewater, Connecticut is the shittiest fucking part of the United States.
I'm talking about Mars Hill, Maine.
Yeah, I'm just going.
Okay. Well, yeah. Fuck Connecticut. The only good thing about Connecticut apparently is New Haven because they got pizza.
It's not even New Haven.
What is it called?
It's not. No, it's not. New Haven fucking sucks.
Apparently, their pizza's dope as hell.
Yeah, you watch one Barstool review.
All right, you don't have to.
Yeah,
you don't have to attack me like that.
I don't even watch the Barstool review, and I know he went there because I saw it, and it came across my feed, and I was like, no way he went to Connecticut. That place fucking blows. But on the contrary, some of the best people I've met are from Connecticut, and
true,
but they live in like really nice small towns. Everyone that's ever nice lives in nice small towns.
Here's my thing about the pizza reviews. Is like, oh, it's good. But here's the same thing. It's like there's the high possibility that his taste in pizza is ass. And he's trash at it. That's my thing. It's like, dude, you want to know one of the best pizzas I've ever had in Maine?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to hear this, actually. Okay, yeah.
Bigelow Brewing Company. Scow, Vegas. It's in Scow, Vegas, dude. You pull into this
time
brewery,
anytime someone says a fucking name in Maine, it's always Vegas after it. I feel
Scow, Vegas is Skowhegan, Maine. They have a dope ass New Balance outlet. They got cheap ass shoes there. They also have Bigelow Brewing Company. You pull into this brewing company. It's a brewery. They've got beer. All right. It is literally, you drive into this brewery. It's somebody's house. And
so
I already said this.
That's kind of sick.
Kat, the person I live with,
you can just say
I'm just gonna say Kat, the person I live with. She's my girlfriend. All right.
There you go.
Her
my roommate.
My roommate.
That's what it sounds like.
We sleep in the same bed.
Yeah, but they're platonic and they're related.
Yes. Roe v. Wade. But no, she's originally from Massachusetts, and it blew her away that you go to a place in Maine and they're like, yeah, we're a pizza place. We're also a microbrewery, but we also cut hair. And after 10 o'clock at night, our basement is a nightclub. And she said that, and I was that's very fucking true, because every place in Maine, they're like, yeah, we got pizza, we got wings. I cut hair, but at like 10
if you want to come
p.m.,
through,
there's a rave in the basement, and we serve $3 draft beers. And it's just like, when she said that to me, it was like the biggest, like, It's like that meme was like, oh, it was like, oh shit, like most places serve pizza in our nightclubs
So,
in Maine.
dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Okay, so a lot of people argue the first Pat's Pizza.
Wait. The place you got in the fight with the bouncers, was it Pat's in Portland?
$3 dualies.
Fuck, I really thought it was gonna be Pat's, but that makes sense though. That makes sense. I literally thought it was gonna be Pat's though.
Yep. Also, anyone that's listening, $3 dualies is a fantastic area. Just apparently don't be gay. No, I'm kidding.
I was is it?
Well, no, it's not. It's just if you want to go there for a $3 drink, go there, dude. But also, Pat's Pizza in Portland is fantastic. If you're fucking stupid, you'll go downstairs. Where there's a drinking area upstairs with old arcade games and Nintendo. Yeah, they got everything like GameCube, and it's really they have a shuffleboard. Hand shuffleboard, and
you can be in awesome. A group of like 500 people playing Melee.
Yeah, it's
with
awesome.
Somebody you just met, and all of a sudden they're getting mad at you because you're using Kirby.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, you're trash. You play this. I was like, dude, get good. You're playing Peach. Fuck off,
dude. I was there playing Smash one time, and I had a 5-game. And I'll say that as happy as I want, because everyone will be like, oh, I used to win all my games. Play against random fucking people that you don't know how they are, and you just play 5. I won 5 games in a row, and that last game, bro, I will say I didn't get no stocked on a 3 stock, no time limit. Oh, yeah. No, everything
your main, though. I think you know your main.
I guess so, then.
Oh, fuck. I've only watched you. To anybody who doesn't know, I barely play Smash because I'm not very good at it. But I want to say your main.
My Switch is like right there.
Yeah, you're. Fuck, dude.
I've said it to you. I said I have 2 that I go with, but one is like my overall main.
I really want to say Zelda.
That's the second one, man.
Oh, okay, I was close. Okay,
you're close. You're very close.
You're first, though.
Yeah, actually right now I'm trying to get Pac-Man up to my main. He has some really crazy combos. His throw skills, I didn't understand how great they were until I
know Zelda's a big one for you, but
he has a hammer. I'll give you that. He has a hammer.
I want to say I don't know. I can't.
He has a fucking hammer, dude.
Oh, King, what's his face?
Yeah, King DDD.
King DDD.
Yeah, the same game. Yeah,
I knew Zelda was a big
King
one.
King DDD has some great. If anyone plays, he has great combos. But also like his hit power. If you're not as fast as you want to be, he's really good for having quicker dash speeds, and his drops are really good. But his combos off edge are insane too. So it's just like different. But Pac-Man is somebody that I've been seeing lately by one kid. He only gets like 1,000 likes per video. I've been watching him, man, and I've been trying his shit. Insane.
I think it's my next console purchase.
Dude, if you got
Switch.
that, I wouldn't be able to play with you because my network is type C right now. So it's like locked out to anybody, whatever. We don't get into that, but no. So you go to this bar. It's really awesome. Fuck you. Don't. $3 Dewey's, get some beers. Don't tell anybody any preference you have about anything or you'll get hit apparently. And, but one thing I saw online today is people were saying, they go, oh my God, like in this fucking place in Europe, there's a place called the Stock Bar. And every time you go, like the drinks that are being bought a lot, they go up in price, and the drinks that aren't being bought go down in price. Mm-hmm. That shit's been in Maine, dude. It's been in Portland. It's probably been in the other place too. I just saw a video about it, but it's been there, dude. Like, stock bars are the fucking coolest bars in the world, dude. Because if you don't care about what you're drinking, you are going to have a good time.
I love that.
Yeah, dude. It's like you like go in and they're like, oh yeah, dude. Like rum and coke is $3.85.
I think
And
I
you
might
go,
die.
yeah, dude, no, but then it starts going up because people start buying it. So the best thing to do, like, I don't know if it stocks that well, but the best thing to do is buy that one that's like 2 above because that one stays. But one time I went in and vodka crayons were on the bottom. So I bought 9 of them for the table and shit. I bought 2 for myself, of course. You can do the math, how many people were there. And then it shot up in stock. It's really fun, dude. And also it kind of forces you to get different drinks, which I think is actually really kind of cool.
That's fun.
Because I always get gin and tonics. Because
Classic.
two things.
So good.
One thing, I like how they taste. Second, I like how light it is. Also, like it's tonic water.
I want to take pride right now. I feel like I had the introduction to gin and tonics for Joshua Chin here.
Go right ahead.
I feel
You
if
did not
I'm
introduce
wrong,
me to gin and tonics.
I
That's
feel
fucking
like
crazy.
I
The
feel
fact that
like
you said it, I didn't know what you
introduced them.
just said. I just smiled and laughed. I'm
I feel
a politician at this point.
because I talked about it beforehand with you before you did it. I feel like I might have been like, was I like someone would be like, oh, gin and tonics are cool.
Spencer, how many times have we gone out to drink, just you and I?
Never.
Once.
When was that?
When you didn't remember it because you fucking puked in my bathroom. We pissed by the police.
Okay,
station.
we were also at a party beforehand, type of day. Or we had to get
Yeah,
together.
but what did we do after?
It went to a bar.
Yeah. So fuck you. You didn't.
I don't know. I feel like I brought up gin and tonics, and you were like, "Oh, I go get well drinks at OHOP every Tuesday night."
Hey, don't call me out.
I'm not calling you out. It's just
But if
like
you want to see my 4.4
million.
million view,
It's from a Tuesday night.
it was on a Tuesday night.
But no. So you had gin and tonics beforehand because I had never had a gin and tonic until I moved to Florida. And then I had one there, and that was like the continuation point where when I went to a bar, it was like, I'm gonna get a gin and tonic with a lime.
With a lime, yeah.
Yeah. Because
I mean, look at these folks. I'm not drinking gin. I'm just drinking water, but my limes.
Water and lime. Are you squeezing them into it and not dropping the lime into it?
I squeeze the whole thing into it, and then I fucking suck it. I wipe it on my ass, and then I drop it in.
Then why are they out of the water?
Because those are the ones that were sitting in the old one. What, do you want me to have fucking 4 limes in my drink?
You throw them away.
I'm not by my. Do you want me to just like walk out? Would you like to have your own little thing?
I didn't know if you had a trash
I have
can.
your own little thing with a camera.
Oh my God. All right. We got a child here. He's just young man shooting into a mirror. I mean, I got the long play Spyro in the background, and this guy's got 2 panels of mirrors. He's back. Oh God.
So I have a candle and 2 mirrors. It's kind of what I No, but I will say to everyone listening, dude, Spencer, like he said earlier, we went out to Atlanta, dude, and my meal.
Kid double fisted gin and tonics. I think he had about
the
8.
meal I bought was $42, and my bill was $140.
Mine was 167 because I got snow crab.
Yeah, yours was 60. I think because you left, and then Kat was like because she snagged that, which
I know she did.
Which also was really fucking dope. Also, I want to say this right now. Spencer saw me and legitimately was like, Josh, like I want to like pay for you, and almost spent $300 on me in less than like 8 hours. Which I'm trying to get you to come to me so I can pamper you.
I'm a kind man.
I want to pamper him, dude. I'm trying to pamper him, and he won't come to me. Why would you want to come here? You know what I mean?
I would love to go to Alabama, but like right now from Georgia to going back to Maine, like I have to like dip into like money that I don't want to spend just to pay bills type of deal.
I understand that, but the thing is, if you stay in Alabama, you fly to Georgia, it's the only thing you got to pay for.
I can fly to Alabama.
You fly to Atlanta. Don't fly to Alabama because you'll spend way too much money.
Okay, I'll find the cheapest flight to Georgia for you
Atlanta.
to Atlanta to pick me up to spend time with you for like 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, and you know what? We can, dude. You ever done
You make love,
there's
stay inside all day. Just
you can have your own damn room. I got 2 rooms. But the other thing,
I got IBS, so I mean, we got 2 bathrooms.
Dude, I have 1 bathroom, but it's really big. And there's like unlimited toilet paper because I got IBS too.
Fuck, Jesus.
Dude, I have like 35 rolls in there, man.
That's good.
The thing is, dude, you know what a paint and sip is?
Yeah, I work them.
Yeah, you ever done a paddle and sip?
No.
You know those boats where you pedal?
So you pedal a boat and you sip beer.
No, you just get fucking hammered on the river. Yeah.
That's sick.
And you just go out and you rent the boat for like whatever, and they encourage you to bring your own beer.
I love that.
Yeah,
that reminds me of like the tube shit in like Old Town where you get like drink on the tubes.
Is that in Old Town? What? Oh, near the rope swing.
Yeah, you could get tubes and like drink down them.
By the way, the rope swing's completely gone. It's been gone now.
No way.
Yeah, someone died, man. Someone died
in Old Town.
Yeah,
off of the new rope swing, like the one that you go way out over, because the new one is like right out over the opening that cuts off.
Yeah, dude, and that one's even more. No, they're all cut down. So the city of Old Town. Deaths don't happen that much in where we're from, bro.
That means you got to go to Fields Pond and Holden now. Fields Pond and Holden, Maine, best place. Good night. It's been a good podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in.
All right, guys, click like, click subscribe. Actually, I wanted to put out a little statement that you and I talked about when we were in Atlanta because we visit each other.
Each time you guys like this video, we're going to support Chick-fil-A for the anti.
Dude, we want to do this with some guests. We want to like have some people on, and we have some people lined up that can talk. And you don't have to talk this whole time because honestly, our time right now is at 4 hours and 60 minutes.
Yeah, we go for the longest time.
And you're not going to see almost all of it, and that's why you subscribe to our Patreon. No, I'm kidding. We don't have a Patreon, but we just cut a lot.
We're going to get a Patreon.
We'll get a Patreon, and we'll make sure that there's a firewall.
Uncut, unfiltered. We don't want to get canceled because we say some very.
And it's not like cancel like bad things. It's just like some
dark humor.
We don't want to get taken. Yeah, we don't want to get dark humor. We don't want to get taken out of context. But also we want to do this live at some point, and make sure that people can watch and come along, and then also we can like add you in and talk to you and. $5 is 5 minutes, so anything above that you have to pay more. No, I'm kidding, but no, we want to have people come on, and we'd love to have people here. So that's coming in the future. This is the 3rd episode.
Episode 3. Send your. We're gonna have links in the description to our email address. We want to host.
If you want to ask questions, yeah. If you want to ask questions,
at some point, if you want to be a guest on the podcast. Definitely send us an email. Send us some of your social medias if we don't know who you are. We check you out, see what your takes are on type of deals. We'll speak with you in a mild interview beforehand, about 30 minutes to an hour beforehand. Just get some talking points out.
If you just want to talk about your favorite food, it won't be. We don't have to interview you.
Yeah, we want to interview for more politically charged. Not even politically charged.
You're not racist.
Yeah, we just don't want some crazy shit going on, especially if we're gonna go live. But
we'd
also
love to have it on, dude.
We're gonna link down below at some point a Q&A thread. If you guys have questions for us, we're gonna theme some podcasts around questions you guys have for us. We'll answer the amount that we can during that time period.
And at that time, we will have a person with us who won't be on screen. We can put them on screen, but I already talked to somebody who will make sure that Spencer and I stop. Bye.
Shout out to our sponsor, Dasani. Best water ever.
Yo, fuck
And
that, dude.
here we
Fuck
go. All right.
Dasani.
Well, we're not
All
done
right, bye.
recording, so good night, guys.
Good
Bye.
night. I'm not hanging up on you though, Spencer.
See ya.
Oh, I'm
Good
gonna
night.
fuck Spencer.
Good night.
Ready?
Have fun.
Just shaking my table.